Hello. In this lecture we will discuss NAT translation in IKEv version 2. In IKEv version 1 the NAT traversal was achieved using vendor IDs extension. In IKEv version 2, the NAT traversal is built in and is achieved using notify payload. It is not using vendor extension like IKEv version 1. The notify payload contains the security parameter index of the initiator if this is IKEv2 init message 1. The notification data is the hash of the source IP and port for the notify payload of type NAT detection source IP. The responder will get this information in message 1. It will compare the NAT source IP hash with its own hash calculation of the source IP address and port on which it received the IKEv message. The source IP address it received the traffic from. If the two hashes don't match, that means the initiator is behind a NAT device. At this point, it will not change the communication to port 4500. The reason why is if it did, the packet would not arrive to the initiator. The traffic has to return to the same source IP and port for it to get received by the NAT device of the initiator. If the two don't match, the response wouldn't arrive back to the initiator. So, at this point the responder can do one of two things. It can reject the IKEv2 init message with a notify error message of unexpected NAT detected. If the responder is configured to support NAT traversal, it will respond to the initiator. It will also put together the notify payload from its side of the connection. It will put the NAT source IP hash with its own IP address and hash. It will put the NAT destination IP hash with the initiator IP address and hash. The initiator will get the IKEv2 init message too. It will detect that it is either behind a NAT device or the responder is behind a NAT device. It will immediately switch the communication to UDP port 4500. The RFC also specified that the IKEv version 2 implementations should also process UDP encapsulation the ESP packets. So, in this example the host 192.168.1.1 is behind a NAT device. It will send the IKEv2 init request with the notify payloads. The notify NAT detection source IP is the hash of the 192 address. The traffic passes through a firewall and gets network address translated. When it gets to the responder gets the IKEv packet from source IP address 100.100.1, not from the 192 address. So, in the IKEv2 init, it will put in the notify payload of destination IP the hash of the 100 address. This would get received by the initiator, which would compare the notify hash of 192.168 and realize that it doesn't match the notify payload response from the responder. In that case, it determines that it is behind a NAT device. It will then switch the IKEv exchange to UDP port 4500. Hopefully this was helpful. We will discuss more in the next lecture.